This is what my inventory currently looks like. It's a bunch of cases, and I recently just bought all of these, and it's for good reason, because I think there is multiple different reasons why cases are in a really great spot right now. They're a little bit undervalued, they're a little bit underrated, and I think they're absolutely set to explode. And I think over the course of the next year, 2 years-ish range, that I'm going to get some very good returns on some of these cases. In this video today, we're going to be going over why. But first, just wanted to plug my cash trading business really quick. If you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. On the screen here, you can see the top of my inventory is a bunch of items that I've cash traded for recently. An AK-47, some gloves, some knives, a patch, a Zeus, a Deagle print stream, different kinds of knives, whatever. Buying almost anything and everything, especially for the right price. So if you need money quick for IRL stuff or want to change up your inventory or want to buy some new investments or whatever, hit me up over on Twitter. And of course, by selling to me, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content as well, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this. So the first thing that I wanted to show on the screen here, I know this is a little bit hard to see because this website, I don't know, it just doesn't set up very well since it kind of takes up like the whole browser or whatever, but there are some things that I wanted to show. This is on CS2 Case Tracker really quick. I wanted to show the history of case openings that we have seen recently, and hopefully you guys can see this graph. This is a total monthly unboxings over the last 26 months, which is of course more than 2 years. And you can see right now, this dot here is where we were at in February of 2024 in terms of overall total case openings. Now, obviously there was a big jump recently, partly in due to the kilowatt case being opened or being dropped. You can see the kilowatt case, there was 3.4 million kilowatt cases opened during the month of February, at least according to that. Let me make sure I have it actually set for February of 2024. Okay, so in February 2024, there's 2.2 million kilowatt cases open. So of the 31 million cases we have open, 2.2 million of that was a kilowatt. So you can see it's not all thanks to that, because in January we had 21, and the 2 million cases of kilowatt cases that we got in February, if you just added that to the 21 from January, that wouldn't necessarily make up the whole gap. So there has been a genuine increase and demand in case openings, not just due and in part to the kilowatt case. But yes, the kilowatt case is obviously part of that, but a couple of other really great things. Obviously, we had the sticker crafting update that brought a lot of people back to the game and got a lot of people excited. There was a lot of good press and good publicity and good things happening to the game. I know there's been people like Anomaly that have said, hey, cosmetic updates or cool fun updates like that, they're awesome. Maybe they'll be fun for a little bit, but they're not actually going to bring people back to the game and bring people playing the game. But I kind of disagree with that. I think anything good press, good publicity, anything that can get people making content about the game, which obviously this new crafting update got people excited about crafting, got people excited about checking out their items and different ideas in the game, and got people making videos and tweets and Reddit threads and Discord and all that stuff. That is good for the game. Getting people talking about the game, reminding them about playing it, that's just free press, that's free publicity, that's free advertisement for your game. But also, CS2 has also been putting out some good updates. Is the game still 100% crisp and clear and clean? You know, we just saw in the major Jame, obviously having a crash during a huge match at a huge time, stuff like that. No, the game is not perfect. No, it is not, where it needs to be. But this game is way better than it was on release. It continues to get cleaner. It continues to get better. And Valve are making steps in the right direction. So that is obviously contributing to that as well. But we can see here, people have been opening up a ton of cases. We now have the most cases that we've seen open since October of 2023. That's right when CS2 dropped. This was an insane spike. But we have more cases being opened right now than we did in September of 2023, than August of 2023. We're very close to where we were in June of 2023. Right now, we have a month in February of 2024 where we saw some of the most cases opened ever. And then, if we take a look at the most recent month, we can go to this last month, which is obviously like February 25th to March 25th. February 25th to March 25th, we have seen 35 million cases opened, which is even more than we saw in February of 2024. So obviously, March is not done. Also, February is a short month. It only had 29 days. March, I believe, is going to have 31 days this month. So we have a chance for even more. But so far, in the last 30 days, we are on pace to eclipse the amount of cases that we saw opened in February of 2024. This means that obviously case unboxings are increasing month over month for at least 2 or 3 months in a row. And again, this is not surprising when we have so much good news coming out. The game is getting better. We're having good updates. New content came out in the kilowatt case. New updates came out in terms of the crafting and everything. And the player base of this game is increasing as well. So it's definitely not surprising to see. We can see here, we just recently hit a peak players of 1.52 million in the last 30 days, which is absolutely insane. We're up 10% from where we were at month over month. We have an 81,000 gain in the average player. We're sitting at 868. This is the most average players that we've seen since September of 2023. The 1.52 peak is also the biggest peak that we've seen since September of 2023. And again, this peak is bigger peak than we saw in August or June or July of 2023. So we are getting increases. We are heading in the right direction. There is positive momentum going on here, but at the same time, we're not necessarily seeing all of that reflected in the prices of cases just now. Even though cases are getting open more often and the player base is increasing, which just, okay, in general, more players means more cases are going to be open, more people playing the game, more people getting excited, means these things are going to be increasing. The Gamma 2 case is up 4% in the past month. We have the Chroma 3 case is up 8% last month. That one's actually had some pretty good returns, but there's definitely some cases that have not seen the same type of returns. We have the Chroma 2 up 7%, Prisma 2. This thing's actually straight flat in the last month. Again, player base increasing, unboxing increasing. Prisma 2, one of the best cases in the game, flat over the past month. That is a big screaming signal to me. We have here the Prisma case down 2.58% in the past month. We have the Revolver case. Again, every case can be a little bit different. Revolver case pretty much flat over the past month. Spectrum 2, I believe this one's actually been increasing. Spectrum 2 has been doing pretty well. We have the Clutch case, which has been doing good. Some of these cheaper cases have actually been going up a lot. But you get the idea that, yes, some of these cases are increasing, and hey, maybe you don't want to buy the cases that are increasing necessarily right now, or maybe you do. Maybe you want to ride that positive momentum, that positive wave. But some of these cases that are flat over the past month, like the Prisma 2, which again, when I showed you my inventory, this is the case that I've been buying. These are all Prisma 2 cases. Again, I see the Prisma 2 case is flat, even though the game is getting more popular. People are getting excited. We are at some of the biggest player base numbers that we've seen in the last year, but these prices are not some of the highest prices that we've seen in the last year. You zoom out the last year for the Prisma 2 case, you can see it peaked at about $1.23, and right now we're at 71 cents. And back in December, we were at $1.05, and back in October, we were at $1.12. And there's more good signs and more positive signs now than there were back then. So you can get all the positive signs and all the new updates and increases and improvements of CS2 without paying the price for that. To me, this screams like a big deal. So these are definitely some of the top cases I'm looking at. Just based on unboxing numbers, I definitely want to be taking a look at the rare cases, the rare drop pool cases that are getting opened in the biggest amounts. So we can see here some of those being, obviously the Clutch case has had a lot of good things going for it lately. Again, this thing is up 9.53%. Hey, it's going to take a while. It's very cheap, which is definitely a big bonus, but it's not the best case in the world, and there's a huge quantity and a huge supply out there. But in the past year, this thing is down 25%, so you still have a chance to buy very low. Again, at the peak CS2 hype, this thing was up to $1.66. So I don't hate the Clutch case right now. You can load up on them. You can get a bunch cheap. But again, when you can buy the Clutch case for 47 cents, you don't have to buy that. You don't have to spend that much more for something like the Prisma 2 or whatever. I don't know. But the Clutch case, understand that it's getting opened up in huge numbers. You also have the Snakebite case, another one that's getting opened up in huge numbers. This one has been doing pretty well over the past month as well, at 4%. But again, just like the Clutch case, this one is going to take a while to eat through these huge supplies, so you're definitely going to have to wait a little bit on this one. But some of the cases that I am more interested in is some of the top rare cases getting unboxed. Like you can see here, Prisma 2 has 800, almost 900,000 cases open in the last month. You have stuff, Danger Zone I think is interesting as well. You have Prisma 1. When we start to look at some of these, we can see Prisma 2 over the past year has had a 49% gain. This has had very good gains over the past year, and this is even being compared to some of the CS2 hype starting at about this time last year. So obviously these 1 year comparisons aren't going to be the best comparisons in the world. You have something like the Prisma case. Sorry, that's an alarm that I have for work. I gotta go soon. We have the Prisma 1 case that has seen 26% returns in the last year. So again, if I was deciding between Prisma 2 and Prisma 1, I would definitely be looking at that Prisma 2, and that's kind of why I've been buying those. We also have stuff like Chroma 3 and Chroma 2, which are very popular and getting opened up big. We have stuff like Gamma 2, Spectrum 2 has been absolutely killing it lately. Again, Gamma 2, we can see here, this thing is up 29% in the past year. We have Chroma 3 that is up 41% in the past year. That has been a big winner. We have Chroma 2, which is a very popular case that streamers and YouTubers and stuff love to unbox. That's up 36% in the past year. Prisma 2, like I said, definitely one on my radar. And then another one that I do like a lot, and I have a couple $100 in this as well, is a Revolver case, kind of a sleeper. It's a little bit more expensive than some of these, but up 49% in the past year. So again, be taking a look at those rare cases that are getting unboxed in big numbers, and just understand that the CS2 player base is increasing. Viewership for the Copenhagen Major has been very good. We're probably going to be getting some new content very soon, which could drop case prices. But again, if they drop, you just buy the dip and then you lower your cost basis. We also don't know when prices are going to drop, so don't try and predict the future. Don't try and be a Nostradamus or something like that. But case numbers are increasing, player base numbers are increasing, viewership for the esports is good. All signs are pointing up for CS2, but case prices haven't necessarily been exploding or anything like that just yet. And I think it could kind of be this like volcano that's getting ready to bubble up and erupt. That's why I'm buying cases right now. And I think the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months, I think I'm going to see some nice returns on this. We'll have to wait and see. I'm definitely putting my money where my mouth is, though. Pretty much over this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.